Yo, yo, hey peoples, welcome to Frolicious Arts. I'm your host and joyful artist, Frolicious. First things first, to all you viewers out there, new and returning, thank you so much for tuning in. Kudos and appreciation to you. Now today's video is featuring some amazing characters. Why are they amazing, you ask? Because they're ones I made myself. We got some OCs coming from your boy, Frolicious. These two original characters of mine are KO Seiko, which is on the left, and PJ, the one on the right. Now, it's been a while since I've actually drawn these characters. Probably a handful of months. I just recently started doodling in my sketchbook, just to kind of remember what they actually look like. But I'm really glad I have them still in my mind's eye. You know, the old box in the brain, if you will. I guess I'll go over the actual inspiration for these two characters. Now, the one on the left, Seiko, her nickname is KO Seiko. It's just something I randomly thought up for the name. I might actually change both of these names, because when I think of a new character, I essentially pull out a name randomly in my head, and they either fits the character or goes off of their overall personality. Now for KO Seiko, she is actually a newer character in my little catalog of people in my head. She is kind of like a delinquent type character. Most of the inspiration that came from her, she's like a combination of Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, the classic anime, mixed with like a dash of, I guess, Josuke from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. So she's like kind of righteous but kind of delinquent. You know, she skips class a lot, but she likes brawling a lot, and she's really tomboyish. And that's mostly what I have for her now. For most of my characters, I try to think of like their powers and how they fight. I imagine her to more be like a street fighter. She just likes getting in there and just throwing the hands. For PJ, on the right side, he is actually a really old concept that I had, I was probably back in grade school. He's like one of the very first characters like I really dreamed up in my head after, just doodling Sonic the Hedgehog and Dragon Ball Z characters all the time. He originally was part of a 3-man group, like of this little mini anime episode in my head that I would imagine and daydream in class when I should have been paying attention. But I think out of those 3 characters I made up, he stuck with me. The other 2, actually one of them was actually supposed to be the quote-unquote main character, but I decided to push that away, and I ended up keeping PJ. Now he was essentially like a self-insert, I would say, kind of how I imagine myself as an anime character. So he's very friendly, very heroic, and he's my favorite kind of like archetype. He's kind of a little bit funny and quirky, and he's like the brawler of the bunch, so he really likes getting in there with his hands. As you can probably tell that a lot of my characters like using the hands, because I really like the characters that go in and use like hand-to-hand combat. I could probably blame that on watching so much Dragon Ball as a kid. But yeah, he's kind of like a mixed martial artist as well. And his element is like fire, so he kind of he punches with fire and makes explosions with his fists and all this crazy stuff. I actually want to illustrate all this stuff eventually. It's coming. For both of them, I think they're part of two different universes. I have a bunch of projects on my mind that I haven't even started yet, but I will eventually. And what do you know? I might actually share some of that actually on YouTube. I might actually start the projects themselves and show you what I'm working on. Do some illustrations for them, show them the powers, show the universe, all that good stuff. But that is way down the road. Or it could be sooner than I think. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling, right? So I guess I'll kind of go over what I'm doing here. Now, this isn't what they usually wear. Because originally when I was thinking this up, I was going to have them in their default costumes. PJ usually has like streetwear, like a smaller jacket, shorts. He still has the bandana. Well, is that a bandana or like yeah, that's still called bandana. Well, head tie is probably closer. I digress. And Seiko, she has a school uniform, but she's wearing, instead of Lino, the schoolgirl uniform, she's actually puts on the ones for the guys, because she's a tomboy. But I wanted to do something a little different for them, and get them a little different attire, and see what they look like. And I was like, you know what? Anime characters always look cool in suits. Let me do that. And here we are. It actually looks very well. I'm glad how it came out. So I'm actually kind of impressed with myself. Well, we are closing in on the end of the episode. So I guess that's about it. Now, I hope to share more of my characters in the future with y'all. And kind of a combination of original characters and fan art and everything in between. But until we get to that, be sure to hit me up with that 3-hit combo: like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what you think. Always like some feedback from everybody. So just tell me if you like more of me, if you want to see more of my original characters, if you want to see a lot more fan art, or give me some suggestions. I'm open to it. I mean, I have a couple ideas coming down the line in my brain, but I could always use more ideas. So, thank you so much for watching, and remember, keep pen to paper, and stay badass and beautiful. Ha! We out!